I think that a good analogy when DJ was talking though is it's sort of like it's the Kelly Blue Book thing is like in sports when you hate a certain player until they come on your favorite team, and then they're like your favorite player, like Chris Chelios. For me as a Red Wings fan, I hated him when he played for the Blackhawks. Your local boys there, Ryan and DJ. But when Chelios came on to Detroit, I was like, yeah, we got Chris Chelios, right. And I became a huge fan. Up until then, he was the dirtiest player in the game.
Hey, we got a good show lined up for you today.
20 years into the internet for the auto industry.
To me, that's the biggest change of what's going on.
I got to tell you, with CDK's position and the sort of duopoly of the DMS space, I think it's good that at least one of the two is creating an opportunity for technologies to work together and communicate, and most importantly, share data. So much data is out there today in the automotive space that's sort of inaccessible, or even if it is accessible, it's just hard to manipulate. And it's good that CDK's taken a step forward to help unleash what's inside that data and help people make better products and services out of it.
I'd like to use that as a segue into today's main topic, which really was spawned by conversations I know you and DJ have, but DJ and myself as well, about customer loyalty versus retention and repeat business. How would you differentiate the difference between loyalty and retention or repeat business from an auto retail standpoint?
I think you have to look, and it's got to be segmented into the different types of markets. What would get a Kia buyer to become loyal to the brand is different than what would make a BMW or an Audi buyer. Repeat could be of convenience. So I frequent a local gas station because it's right across the street. My preference might be BP or mobile, but this one happens to be a Speedway. So I'm a repeat customer to that. Loyalty would come to all my dress shoes come from Nordstrom. And they don't have a points rewards or anything like that. But if I ever have a problem with this particular shoe, I know that Nordstrom's has my back. And that's something that even great customer service companies like Zappos can't offer.
So loyalty doesn't have to necessarily be tied to rewards and incentives.
The way I would define this, even though you didn't ask me, Ryan, would be, any place you can buy a commodity product and actually pay a premium for it, I think is where that loyalty is bred. If you're willing to pay a premium to get that commodity product, or you are just super vocal about your support for the company, like you're a raving fan of whatever that might be. Like when I see this, I'm like, snooze, because it looks like everything else. It's all very dealer-centric type offerings there. And as a customer, like that doesn't really sway me. I guess if I was picking between two Honda stores and, one had the other, I don't know. But like, it really isn't enough for me to make a decision one way or another, because most dealerships would probably do a lot of that stuff to be asked for.